Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Brothers and sisters, if you can hear me, please type in chat of YouTube. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. So we finished one session of book one, and inshallah we will try to finish two chapters belonging to first book, Duroos Al-Lughatil-Arabiyyah, written by Dr. V. AbdurRaheem. And inshallah, uh, you will find the topic very interesting today. So, just to recap, last week I mentioned to you that the word which is called al-kalima in Arabic language, al-kalima consists of, it could be ism, it could be fi'l, or it could be harf. So al-kalima, the word, can take any of these forms: ism, fi'l, harf. Ism, commonly we say in English, names or nouns. Actually, it is more than that in Arabic. Fi'l are verbs in which there are action, and harf are particles. Now, most of the study will revolve around these three things, inshallah. Okay. And one of the important things that we will be focusing in this book one is ism and some of the huruf also. Ism will be our focus. And I mentioned that ism, you need to remember four things about ism. The four properties of ism. And I'm going to repeat this slide again and again from time to time so that this slide is memorized by all of you. Okay, so even you, in this course, you don't need to sit and start memorizing things. If you regularly attend the classes, then you will be able to memorize many things because things will be said to you repeatedly. Okay, so ism consists of it has four properties. What is that? The first one is called i'rab. And I mentioned that i'rab is not i'rab. In some of the people they refer to as harakat, which is fatha, damma, kasra, or zir, zabar, pesh. No, i'rab is more than that. Okay, which shows the ism's status in a sentence or case in a sentence. The second property of ism is jins, which means in English gender. The third thing is adad, numbers. And the fourth thing is qism. So these four things you need to remember, and it's better you remember their Arabic terms. I'rab, I'm going to go into details of that, not now, but very soon. Jins, there are only two jins, which is male and female, Mudhakar, Muanaas, or the masculine, feminine in English. In all the languages, you see that gender is two, masculine, feminine. Adad, numbers. What are numbers? Numbers are, in any language you see, you talk about numbers, singular or plural, singular or more than one. And the third type is qism. Okay. In my last class, I mentioned more details about qism. And today I'm going to introduce another thing, which is jins today. Jins means gender, which is very simplest thing to know. So in Arabic language, or as well as in any other language, there are only two jins, two genders, which is masculine and feminine. al-muzakkaru, al-muannasu. Al-muzakkaru, al-muannasu. So these are the two jins. Then what are the qism that I mentioned last week? Ma'arifa, nakira. What is ma'arifa? In English, you say definite, indefinite. What is ma'arifa? Something that is known, specific. So when I'm talking about people, like names of the people, Muhammad, Hamid, Maryam, Khadija, all these are known, properly known people, names of the people, or I'm taking the places name, Paris, London. Okay, all these are names or countries. For example, United States, United Kingdom, India, Pakistan, and all these. Nigeria. So these are ma'rifa, definite. These are ma'rifa. Nakira is something which is very common, or in other words, I would say common noun, which is like a book, a pen, a car, a house. Okay, all these are nakira. Fine. So now you learnt further two more descriptions of the properties of ism: jins, muzakkar muannas, and qism, ma'arifa nakira. And gradually I will go into the details of adad also and i'rab also very soon. Okay? Slowly we will go. Then today I am going to talk about Ismul Isharati lil Mufradil Muzakkari. Now you don't need to remember this. What is this Arabic text? What does it mean is it's Ismu Ishara, and I'm going to explain what is Ismu Ishara for masculine singular. That's what it means. You don't need to remember this phrase, this title, but you need to understand the concept. So when I'm talking about Ismul Ishara in English language, I will use the words this or that, or these and or those, which indicates the pointer to these objects or to the people. So if I'm saying this man, I'm referring to a man who's near to me. And if I'm referring to an object which is far from me, so I will say that car, okay, which is far away from me. So in the same way, what are the words that are used in Arabic grammar? They are called, in the general category, they are called Ismul Ishara. These are Asma'ul Ishara, means plural of Ismul Ishara. Okay, so I'm not, you will understand these names very soon when we will learn plural and all that. So Asma means it is plural of Ism, which is plural of noun, means nouns. Okay, so so there are two types of Ismul Ishara. Lil Qaribi means those to indicate people and objects near you. Qarib means near. And Lil Ba'idi, and to indicate or to point objects which are far away from you or at a certain distance from you. Lil Ba'idi. Lil Qaribi and Lil Ba'idi. Okay, so the word that is used in Arabic for pointers to the nearby objects is hada, and for the distant objects is dhalika. Hada, dhalika. If you look at the spelling of this, brothers and sisters, the ha of hada takes fatha, and there is no alif after that. So as I mentioned in the first class, that you elongate the sound if you add alif after the letter which takes fatha over it. Okay. Now here there is no alif, so why do we pronounce this word as hada? Why not hada? Okay, but this is how it is being pronounced from beginning by the Arabic scholars or by the people who speak this language natively. Though it is written like this, like ha, dal, and alif, but it is pronounced as hada. That's why if you see in some of the scripts, they put a small alif over ha. They put a small alif over ha. Why they put this small alif? To indicate that you need to elongate the sound hada. You cannot say hada. And the same way, zalika also, it has fatha over it. There is no alif after that, but it is pronounced as zalika. And here also in some of the scripts, Arabic scripts, you will find that above zal, sometimes a small alif is put as a sign so that a reader will know that I have to elongate sound here. Now, hada means this in English language. Zalika means that in English language. Hada is this, zalika is that. Now, both these words are al-Mudhakar. Al-Mudhakar means they are used to point out things or people or objects or anything which are masculine, which are al-Mudhakkar. So as I mentioned to you earlier that the things are also given gender in a language. Okay, so some things are in certain language, some things are used as males, though there is no gender in things, but some things are taken as females, feminine. And the same way in Arabic language also, things are given gender, either Mudhakkar or Muannas. So these are the Ismul Ishara that is used for Mudhakkar things. So their gender is Mudhakkar, means masculine. And out of the 4 properties of ism that you have learnt is qism. Qism is either definite or indefinite. Definite means something that is known. So Ismul Ishara is always ma'rifa, it is definite. Ismul Ishara, all the Ismul Isharas are definite, it is ma'rifa. Why? Because when you are saying, pointing out anything like this means that this is known. For example, if I am pointing to a book which is on my desk, so I will say this book. So something that is known. And if I'm pointing to certain object which is far away from me, like some pen lying far away from me, so I will say that pen, means I'm talking about specific pen. That is why Ismul Ishara is ma'rifa. Ma'rifa means known, it is definite. Okay, so today you have learned one of the Ismul Ishara, which is hada, and for distant objects it's zalika. So 2 Ismul Ishara you have learned. Okay, now these are in the categories of Ismul Ishara. We are going to see more of these Ismul Ishara, Asma'ul Ishara. Okay, now let's go to the chapter 1 of the book. As you are aware, we are this course is based on the Madinah Arabic books. The title of the books is Duroos Al-Lughatil-Arabiyyah, written by Dr. AbdurRaheem, and it is taught in the Madinah University for non-Arabic speaking students. So we will go to chapter 1. Those who have that book printed with them, they can refer to that book, to the first page of the book. Ad-Darsul Awwalu, the first lesson, the first chapter. And the title of the chapter is Hada. The title of the chapter is Hada, means this. So it's something that you are going to learn in this chapter is How do you point out objects which are close to you? For example, this is a picture of a house. So if I want to say this is a house, so I will say هذا بيت. I will say هذا بيت. This is a house. So see, now in the second class itself, you have started understanding Arabic, the sentences. This is a house. This is a masjid. How will you say that? هذا مسجد. هذا مسجد. I mentioned to you in my first class that Arabic words, they end with ending sounds. But when you stop, then you do not say the ending sound. Like most of you read Qur'an, when you are reading Qur'an and when you take a pause between the ayah of the Qur'an, you do not say the sign of the last where you are taking the pause. That's the rule of Arabic language. So ideally, I wouldn't say hada baytun, hada masjidun. I would say hada bayt, hada masjid. That's what I will say. But for the sake of understanding in this book, I will be always pronouncing the signs of the last letters, because these have very important role to understand some of the concepts in Arabic. So that's why I'm going to say that hada baytun, hada masjidun. This is a door. How will I say that? Hada babun. This is a door. Hada babun. So this way you are learning the vocabulary also. Masjid, you know the name of masjid because masjid is so common that it's used in all the languages now. Bait, you know that you learn that house is called bait in Arabic grammar, in Arabic language. The door is called babun in Arabic language. This is a book. How will you say that? Hada kitabun. Hada kitabun. This is a bed. Hada sarirun. Hada sarirun. The bed means sarirun. This is a bed. Hada sarirun. This is a pen. Hada qalamun. This is a pen. Hada qalamun. This is a key. Hada miftahun. Hada miftahun. This is a desk, the study desk. This is a desk. So you'll say Hada maktabun. Hada maktabun. This is a chair. Hada kursiyun. Hada kursiyun. Is it easy, brothers and sisters? Arabic is very easy to learn. Provided you follow my instructions during my classes. If I'm telling you to do something, you do that, please. Inshallah, you will know this language very well. And inshallah, you will be able to understand Quran from its language. Okay? Now, what you need to memorize is just remember the names. To learn any language, what is important is to know the vocabulary of that language. And the more words you learn, the more easy it becomes for you to understand the language. So in these classes, you will be learning a lot of words. So imagine today you have learned, just on this slide, you have learned at least 8 words today. Baytun, masjidun, babun, kitabun, sarirun, qalabun, miftahun, maktabun, kursiyun. All these are, you need to know that. Either you can write it in your notes while you're listening to my class, or you can type it on your computer. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about a subject called Al-Aqilu wa Ghairul Aqili. Al-Aqilu wa Ghairul Aqil. Al-Aqil means, Al-Aqil are those which possess intelligence. Al-Aqil are those which possess intelligence. And Ghair is opposite of that. Ghairul Aqili means which do not possess intelligence. Which do not possess intelligence. According to Arabic scholars, Arabic language scholars, there are three creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which falls under the category of Al-Aqil. There are three creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which falls under the category of Al-Aqil. And those three creations of Allah are, the first is ins, the human beings. Human beings are one from the Aqil. The second is Malaika, the angels that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made. They are also Al-Aqil. And the third is Jinn. This is another creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They fall under the category of Al-Aqil. So there are three creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that fall under this category Al-Aqil. Now we are learning this language to understand the book of Allah, and this book of Allah is sent to maintain the discipline between human beings. So we fall under this, and we have to know how do you refer Aqil. So Al-Aqil and Ghairul Aqili. Aqil examples are, if I am saying Muhammad, it's a name of a person, human being. So he is Aqil. Waladun means a boy. He is Aqil, son of a human being. Khalid is the name of a human being. Khalidun is Aqil. Maryamu is name of a woman or girl. Aqil. Jibrilu, he is a angel. He is from the Aqil. Mudarrisu, the teacher, a teacher. He is Aqil. And Iblisu, he is from the Jinn. He is Aqil. So Aqil examples are these. Now you will say, sir, there is nothing mentioned about these in book 1. What is the significance of teaching this? Inshallah, you will soon know that. Because I'm taking this book from the approach of teaching you the concepts, okay? What for any anything that you are learning, there is a background behind it, okay? Now, what are the Ghairul Aqili? Pakistan, it's a name of a country, okay? Hisanun, horse. Hisanun means horse. It's an animal. Now, it's not from the three categories that I mentioned. Makkatun, name of a city. Makkatu is name of a city. Ghair Aqil. Hajarun means the rock. That's why when you go to the Makkah for Umrah or Hajj, you kiss the black stone. It is called Hajr Aswad. Hajar means rock. Okay. Hajarun. Kitabun. It's a book. Ghair Aqil. Shamsun, sun. Ghair Aqil. Mindilun means handkerchief by which you wipe your hands and wipe your face. Handkerchief. Mindilun. So these are some of the examples of Al-Aqilu Ghairul Aqili. Now, why I'm teaching this? I'm going to talk about that in the next slide. Now I'm saying the topic is Ismul Istifhami li Ghairil Aqili. Again, you don't need to know what does this terminology means. You don't need to memorize this title. I will explain you what is that. It is the noun of question for Ghair Aqil. For Ghair Aqil. Now, this is the noun that you are going to learn today. Ma. Ma means what in English language. Ma means what. Also, sometimes it is referred as Mada also. But here in this book, the author is using Ma mostly. Maza is rarely used. So ma is Ismul Istifham. Ma is Ismul Istifham. And ma is specifically used to, if I want to say, what is this? Then the moment I'm using ma, that means I'm talking about something ghair aqil. I will not use ma for aqil. I will not use ma for aqil. So for example, this is a book. This is a book, and ma means what? So someone asked a question, ma hada, ma hada, what is this? Because it is ghairul aqili. So that means it is appropriate to use ma for this. Ma hada. So what will be your answer? Your answer will be hada kitabun. Your answer will be hada kitabun. Very simple, right? In the same way, ma hada. This is a door. Ma hada. So your answer will be hada babun. Your answer will be hada babun. Then again, ma hada. So what will be your answer? Hada qalamun. Hada qalamun. It's so simple. Okay, brothers and sisters. So today you have learned Ismul Ishara hada, also dhalika, but as examples of dhalika we'll do it in chapter number 2. So you have learned haza, you have learned the Ismul Istifham, which is called ma. And imagine, in just from the first 2 pages of the book, you are making questions and you are making answers to the questions. It's so easy. Now, again, I'm going to teach you today Hamzatul Istifhami. It's also a question. I would say in English, I think it is referred to as interrogatory question. I believe so. Interrogatory question. Hamzatul Istifhami. It's a question, but it is just, how do you say that? It is just said as There is a fatha over Hamza. So I'm going to give you examples for that. And usually when you are asking this, using this question, the answer to this question is given as yes or no. So the words that is used for answering the question asked by this Hamza is usually na'am or la. Na'am means yes. This is harfu jawabuhu, means this is the harf or particle of its answer. Answer to this question is usually yes or no. So na'am means yes and la means no. So you have to remember this. You just remember na'am, la. Na'am means yes, la means no. Means interrogative question, and you will know it now. What does it mean? So now this is a picture of bed. So if someone asks a question, ahada sarirun, this is Hamzatul Istifham. Ahada sarirun. So what is the meaning of this? Is this a bed? So there are 2 ways to ask question. Ma hada, what is this? And someone might say, ahada sarirun. That's also another way of asking. Okay, so that is what this Hamzatul Istifham means. So the moment someone asks you, ahada sarirun, your answer could be yes or no. So since this is a bed, so what will be your answer? You will say, na'am, yes. Hada sarirun. Na'am, yes. Hada sarirun, yes. This is a bed. Okay? In the same way, this is a picture of a man. And the question someone asks is, ahada rajulun? Rajulun means a man. Rajulun means a man. Ahada rajulun. Again, what will be your answer? Naam. Hada rajulun. Yes, this is a man. Naam. Hada rajulun. Now, here someone asked a question. Now, the picture is of bed. And someone asked a question. Ahada kursiyun. Is this a chair? What will be your answer? Your answer will be La. Hada sarirun. No, this is a bed. So this is the harfu jawab, answer to the hamzatul istifham. La hada sarirun. Again, the question is, this is a picture of man, and ahada waladun, is this a boy? Again, you will say, La hada rajulun. No, this is a man. No, this is a man. Okay. Next. Then, ma hada. Again, so these are all examples from the book, brothers and sisters. Either you can see the book, I have all transferred them to the slide. So again, the simple hada baytun. Okay, ma hada baytun. There is another way to ask the same question, ahada baytun. So see, brothers and sisters, at some places I'm not putting harakat, but there is a haraka over it. On the ha, I have not put the haraka. On the zal, I have not put the haraka. But on the baytun, there are harakat. So you need to, by practice, you will automatically pronounce the correct word without even harakat. And usually the language doesn't take the haraka. In Quran, the harakat are put so that people who are not known to Arabic, they will read the Quran properly. Ahada baytun. Naam, hada baytun. Yes, this is a house. Ma hada. What is this? This is a picture of shirt. So the answer is hada qamisun. Qamis. Qamisun is a word for shirt in Arabic language. Hada qamisun. Then ahada sarirun. Is this a bed? This is a picture of a chair. We will say La hada kursiyun. No, this is a chair. Ahada sarirun. Is this a bed? La hada qalamun. No, this is a pen. Then ma hada. Now this is a picture of star. Ma hada. So you will say hada najmun. Hada najmun. Now, the next topic is Ismul Istifhami lil Aqili. So, ma is the Ismul Istifham for Ghair Aqil. Now, Ismul Istifham for Aqil is different. In English language, also, when you ask about things, you will say what, you will use the word what. But when you ask about a person, then you do not use the word what, you will say who. In the same way, in Arabic language, for al-aqil, there is a different ismul istifham, and that is man. And that is man. Man means who. So the moment I am saying man hada, that means I am asking about some human being. Because we are not dealing with angels directly. We are not dealing with jinn directly. So we are only dealing with human beings in this world, right? So I'm man hada means I'm asking about some person. Man hada. Who is this? My translation will be who is this? Man hada. Who is this? That's the topic of this part. That is Ismul Istifham lil Aqil. So this is a picture of a doctor. Man hada. Who is this? And now I cannot say ma hada here. It's insulting for a person. Okay, are you treating him as an animal? No, he's a human being. Man hada. So you will say, hada tabibun. This is a doctor. Hada tabibun. This is a doctor. Man hada. Who is this? This is a boy. How will you say that? Hada waladun. Hada waladun. Then man hada. This looks like a student. Okay. Man hada. Who is this? Hada talibun. Hada talibun. This is a student. So make a note, remember these meanings of these words, brothers and sisters. Okay. Ahada waladun. Ahada waladun. Is this a boy? No, he looks like a man. Is this a boy? So what will be your answer? La hada rajulun. No, this is a man. La hada rajulun. Ma hada. Now I'm talking about animal. He is not from Aqil. He is from Ghair Aqil. The moment I'm asking about Ghair Aqil, my Ismul Istifham will change. I will not say man hada here because this is the picture of a rooster. I will say ma hada. So my answer will be hada dikun. Dikun means a rooster. The rooster means a male one, okay? And the female hen is called the jajatun, okay? Now you have noticed that I'm using hada only here. And what is the gender of haza? Al-Mudhakkaru. Al-Mudhakkaru. So all the examples in this chapter, you will find none of them are feminine. None of them are feminine. They are all masculine. All the masculine gender things. Ma hada dikun. Ma hada. This is a picture of a masjid. So my question will be ma hada. So I will say hada masjidun. Then this is a picture of a teacher. So I will change my Ismul Istifham. I'll say man hada. So hada mudarrisun. Hada mudarrisun. Ahada kalbun. Kalbun means dog. Kalbun means dog. Now, if you just change this kaf with off with two dots over it, the meaning changes. That qalbun means a heart. So you have to be very careful. That's when you are reading Arabic. The pronunciations have to be very correct. That's why, when we are taught to read Quran in our childhood days, the focus of the teacher is always for the correct pronunciation. Why? Because we might be reading a Quran verse and we are taking the bad pronunciation for that, and it may mean something else. So here, ahadha kalbun, is this a dog? No, this is a cat. So I will say, la hadha qitun. No, this is a cat. Qitun. Qitun is easy to remember because in English also you say cat. Qitun, it is very near to that. Qitun. Then, hadha himarun. This is a donkey. Hadha himarun. This is a donkey. Then, wama hadha, and what is this? Hadha jamalun. This is a camel. Ahadha qamisun. Is this a shirt? You learned the meaning of qamis before. Is this a shirt? La hadha mindilun. La hadha mindilun. No, this is a handkerchief. Man hadha. Who is this? Man hadha. Hadha tajirun. Hadha tajirun. This is a businessman. Hadha tajirun. This is a trader or a businessman. Ahadha himarun. Is this a donkey? No, he doesn't look like a donkey. Ahadha himarun. La hadha hiswanun. La hadha hiswanun. Hadha kalbun. This is a dog. Hadha kalbun. This is a dog. Is it easy, brothers and sisters? So again, I'm going back to that chart of ism. Ism consists of four things: i'rabun, jinsun, adadun, qismun. Now, in jinsun, what you have learned today is al-mudhakkaru, al-muannas. The al-muzakkar means masculine, al-muannas means feminine. Al-muzakkaru, al-muannas. I am going to introduce adad also now, numbers. In all the languages, or in most of the languages, we talk about two things, singular and plural. So when we are making a conversation, when we are talking about people, either we are talking to about one person or more than one. So anything more than one is treated as plural. Like in English language, anything more than one is treated as plural. In Arabic, there are three categories. In other languages, most of the other languages, it's only two categories, singular and plural. In Arabic, there are three categories of adadun. And what are they? Mufradun means singular, Muthanna means dual, and Jam'un means plural. In the normal words, how I will say? Mufrad, Muthanna, Jama. Mufrad, Muthanna, Jama. So the Arabic language, a special category is given to two things also. In most of the other languages, this number two also goes into plural. Okay, but no, in Arabic language, when you're talking about two persons or two things or two anything, it will fall into this number, Muthanna. And Mufrad is singular and Jama is plural. So what is the qism? Qism is ma'rifa, nakira, as you know. Ma'rifa and nakira. Now, again, I will go back to Ismul Ishara. Asma'ul Ishara. And when you're talking about Asma'ul Ishara, there are two Asma'ul Ishara for the nearby things, for the far away things. Lil Qaribi, Lil Ba'idi. Now, Asma'ul Ishara also have gender. So it could be Muzakkar Muannas for nearby objects also. And Lil for far away objects also, it could be Muzakkar Muannas. So Hadha, you have learned today, it belongs to Muzakkar. It is Ismul Ishara for nearby objects used for single things or single person. Mufradun. So if I'm asking about a single thing or single person, it is Hadha. Like in English language, you use this for singular objects or singular things. Instead of for plural, you will say these. And same way for the faraway objects in English language, you will use the word that for single. And for the faraway plural objects, you say those. Correct? In the same way, in Arabic language, haza is for muzakkar mufradun. And for muannas, though that is not the topic of lesson 1 or 2 or 3, but I am telling you from now, for muannas, the Ismul Ishara for nearby objects is hadihi. Hadihi. Again, it is pronounced as hazihi, though there is no alif after ha. So hada, hadihi. And for ba'id, for faraway objects, the Ismul Ishara for muzakkar is dhalika. And for muannas is tilka. Dhalika, tilka. Remember these. I'm going to repeat these things again and again, so inshallah you will memorize. Hada, hadihi, dhalika, tilka. Now this is for mufrad. What about for muthanna, for duals? For duals, you will not use the same. This is only for singular. For duals, for two things or two objects or two persons, muthanna, For muzakkar, you say hadani. You will say hadani. For muannas, you will say hatani. And here you are using alif after ha. Hadani, hatani. For ba'id, dhanika, dhanika. And for that's for muzakkar. And for muannas, you say tanika. The moment I'm saying dhanika means I'm talking about two distant things or persons. Tanika, two muannas, distant things or persons. For plural, jama, the word that is used for both muzakkar and muannas is haulai. Haulai. It is used for both the genders, muzakkar as well as muannas. Haulai. And also same for both muzakkar and muannas for faraway objects, you will use ulaika. Ulaika. All these are Asma'ul Ishara. All these are Asma'ul Ishara. All these are Ismul Ishara, from the categories of Ismul Ishara. And remember, I mentioned that Ismul Ishara is ma'rifa. It is definite. Because you are talking about this or that or those, it's all known to you. It's specific. You are asking about specific things. Okay? So it's ma'rifa. Remember, Ismul Ishara are always ma'rifa. Ismul Ishara are always ma'rifa. Another thing that you're going to learn in this lesson, in these two lessons, is a letter called va. So in Arabic language, there are things, particles used as single letter also, single alphabet also, but it has a meaning. Now this va has many meanings. Now for the time being, you are going to learn only one meaning of va. Now different va will come in different forms and it will have different meaning. Gradually you will learn it when you will start learning more and more, and in the sentence you will know what does that mean. So va, harfu ataf. Remember that va that you're learning in this is called harfu ataf for now. And what is harfu ataf? We are going to repeatedly come and explain you more about this. For now time being, know that va means and. Va means and. Harfu ataf means and. Va means for time being. Harfu ataf are actually more also, but here I am going to teach you harfu ataf va, which means and. Okay? So let's say I have two things here. Here there is sugar and there is far away, there is a milk kept. Sugar is nearby to me and milk is far away from me. So how am I asking? Ma hada means I'm pointing towards sugar. Ma hada wa ma dhalika. And what is that? So my question is, what is this and what is that? Harfu ataf is joining the two questions together. That's the function of harfu ataf. It joins the two sentences or phrases, one before va and one after va. That's the function of harfu ataf. Okay? It is joining the two phrases here. So what is this and what is that? What will be your answer? You will say hada, because sugar is near to you. You will say hada sukkarun wa. For faraway things, I'm using dhalika. Wa labanun. Wa labanun. Labanun means milk. Now, people who are living in Arab countries, they should not be confused, because in some regions, laban is only called to buttermilk. In some countries, laban is to milk. At the end, all of these are milk. Okay. So Lebanon in some countries is milk actually. Okay. In this book, the author have used for milk Lebanon. In some of the countries for milk, it is called halib. Okay. Now, I'm not going to talk about colloquial or spoken Arabic because the dialects changes, the words also changing from region to region. Now we are focusing mostly on the Arabic that is very near to the Quran. Okay. So هذا سكر, this is سكر means sugar. هذا سكر وذلك لبن. So we are going to chapter number 2. Chapter 1 is already finished. We are going to chapter number 2. The title of the chapter is ذلك, that. Now I'm in this chapter, you are going to deal with the objects or things or persons which are far away from you. ذلك. So if suppose star is far away from me and someone asks ma ذلك, what is that? So your answer will be ذلك نجم. Your answer will be ذلك نجم. And if someone is near to the masjid, so he will say هذا مسجد وذلك بيت, and he's far away from house, so he will say this is a masjid and that is a house. وذلك بيت. هذا مسجد وذلك بيت. Now the question, أذلك كلب, is that a dog? So your answer is لا ذلك قط. No, that is a cat. Then هذا حصان. This is the sentence. هذا حصان and وذلك حمار. You are near to the house, horse, so you say this is a horse and that is a donkey. The same way, ما ذلك. Now here this is dealing with the object, thing. So you'll use the Ismul Ishtifham ma here, not man. ما ذلك. ذلك سرير. ذلك سرير. Man hada wa man dhalika. Now here both the pictures belong to Aqil. Who is this and who is that? So your answer will be hada mudarrisun. This is a teacher. He looks like a teacher. Hada mudarrisun wa dhalika imamun, and he is a imam. Imam, someone who leads the prayer in masjid. For timing, you take it imam as that's what the author means here. Imam is more than that, the meaning of imam. So, وَذَلِكَ إِمَامٌ. مَا ذَلِكَ, what is that? ذَلِكَ حَجَرٌ. That's a rock. ذَلِكَ حَجَرٌ. هَذَا سُكَّرٌ وَذَلِكَ لَبَنٌ. This is a sugar and that is a milk. وَذَلِكَ لَبَنٌ. Okay. Now, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 are finished, brothers and sisters. You need to log into ArabicLearner.com. There are 2 exercises given there. The name of the exercises are Iqra Waktub. And now these are exercises are and there are quizzes also. So there are quizzes that you need to solve. So you log into, not now, after the class, and you have 1 week time to finish the quizzes and also the textbook exercise, which is on the website ArabicLearner.com. So you register to this website ArabicLearner.com, create a username and password there. After that, you enroll to the Book 1 course. And once you enroll to the Book 1 course, you will have access to the course material as well as you will be able to perform the quiz and you will be able to perform the exercises. Now, the Iqra Waktub exercises, Iqra means read, Waktub means and Uktub means write, read and write. Now, many of you might say, oh, we don't know how to write. Now, this is a good chance for you to learn writing. Believe me, if you will start practicing in writing, you will learn this language very quickly. You learn this language very quickly. So either you can write it in your notebook for your own notes, start practicing writing, also, and the writing material, how to learn the writing. I think that's also we are putting on the website. Okay, it's already there, so you will know how to write also. As for writing Iqra Waktub exercises, which is on the website, you can type it on your iPad or something if you are accessing the website, and if you have a stylus pen of the iPad, you can write it with that. You can type on the keyboard the Arabic alphabets. If you can install the Arabic keyboard and you can type in the letters and you can learn typing. It will really help you understand this language very well. So, in listening to lecture is not sufficient to learn the language, brothers and sisters. If you will put your own effort, then you will learn this language very quickly. You have to put more effort. And my exercises and questions are very simple. It will test your knowledge. Even quizzes that you will attend to the quizzes, they are not very difficult. They are very simple. So attempt those quizzes, solve them. You will evaluate yourself. Immediately it will give you grading. You will know how much you have scored. And for the Iqra Waktub exercises, the administrators will check whether you have written correctly or not, and then they will give you the grading accordingly. So I suggest you please solve this and attempt to do the exercises on the website. You don't need to write in your notebook, then you can just do it on their website. But for your practice, you can do it in your notebook also as well. Okay, so here I will stop, inshallah. The quiz will be ready. Now it is not yet opened. It will be ready after 1 hour from now. Okay, it is also already mentioned on the YouTube chat. Okay, it will be ready after 1 hour from now. Okay, so here I will stop here and see you inshallah next week at the same time, this class. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.